Dear students, welcome to the 8th standard science online classes. My dear students, in the previous class, in the lesson combustion and the flame, we have discussed about the meaning of the combustion and then what are the requirements, conditions required for the burning of the fluid. So these are all the concepts we have discussed in the previous class. So what do you mean by combustion? So combustion is nothing but, so it is a substance that will be very helpful. Any burning will takes place in the presence of air and it will be produces a huge amount of heat and light. So that is why we call it as combustion. And then the different conditions we have discussed in the previous class. So which are those? So nothing but the first one is combustible substance, second one is combustible supporter, and the third one is ignition temperature. So these are all the concepts that we have discussed in the previous class. What are the conditions that we have observed are discussed in the previous class. So which are those? Combustion supporter, combustion substance and ignition temperature. This will be very helpful for proper burning of the fluid. Right now? Yes. Dear students, in this class, we are going to discuss about how to control the fire. What are the previous class we have discussed about how to fire existing will takes place and what are the conditions. These are all the concepts we have discussed right now. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about how to control the fire. Dear students, as we know that if any fluid that burns fluently or that burns properly, with that fluid will be requires the three categories. How many categories? The three categories will be required. That is a fluid and then oxygen and sufficient amount of heat. So these are all the three things that is very essential for burning of the fluid or any fire. Understand no? So how many conditions that will be required for the burning of the fire? Yes. So that the three requirements that we required for the proper burning or proper fire will be takes place. So which are those? There is a fluid and oxygen and the heat. Understand no? In case of any fire accident that will be takes place in our surroundings, how we can easily control the fire? Dear students, just in case of any fire accident, the fire can be controlled by eliminating any three requirements. What are the three requirements we are required? There is a fluid, oxygen and heat. Right now. So, if we can easily control the fire by eliminating any three things in that, if in case any fire accident will be takes place in our surroundings or in our home, so we can easily control the fire by eliminating these are all the three things or the three requirements. So which are those? So first one is removal of combustible material. So removal of the combustible material is nothing but there is a fluid. Combustible substance or combustible material is nothing but it is a fluid. Understand? No? So if we want to remove the fluid, supply of the fluid, then automatically the fire become controlled. Understand? No? So then the cutting of supply of air. As we know that dear children, if the fire will be bounced fluently, if the fire will be bounced properly, there is a one medium is required. That is nothing but air. Is it right? So air is nothing but in the presence of oxygen only, the burning will be takes place. Right now, when we cut the supply of the air or when we cut the supply of the oxygen, so automatically that fire become controlled. Okay, these are the conditions. Second condition to control the fire. Then the third one is lowering the temperature of the fluid. So as we know that temperature is also will be play a major role at the time of burning. right now. So at the time of the burning or at the time of the fire accident, immediately we have to control the temperature. So lowering the temperature, normal temperature in the kadame temperature in our area na down madaka, we can easily control the fire. So which means lowering the temperature of the fuel, that will also be very helpful for the process of control the fire. So what are the three requirements will become very helpful for the controlling of fire? So that is nothing but removal of the combustible substance and cutting of supply of air. The third one is lowering the temperature of the fuel. These are all the conditions that will be very helpful to control the fire. Understand now, students? So as we know that we can easily control the fire by the different three things. To avoid the three things, which are those? That is the supply of oxygen and then cutting of fuel and as well as lowering of temperature, we can easily control the fire. Is it right? So apart from that, some of the methods are there. So by using that methods, we can easily prevent the fire. Which are the methods that is? So just observe it. So in case any fire accident that will be had in your home or takes place in your home, what you will do? First basically, we'll pour the water on that. Is it right? So when we pour the water on that fire, so automatically the fire become controls. Is it right? Why the fire become controls when we pour the water? Some principles and phenomena that will be takes place here. So which phenomenon that will be easily takes place here and that will be very helpful for the process of controlling fire? Yes. Let us discuss now. Dear students, so there are two types of the methods are there to control the fire. The first one is by using water. What is the first one? By using water, we can easily prevent the fire. And the second one is by using the carbon dioxide. So later that we will discuss. Okay, what is the first one? By using water. As we know that by using the water also we can easily prevent the fire. So the first important method is to spray the burning material with water. We have to apply the water on that, whatever burning material is there, on that we have to apply the water. So when we apply the water, what are the phenomena that will be takes place here? Just observe it. When we pour the water on the burning material, this helps in two ways. How many ways? Two ways. The first one is lowering the temperature of the burning material. So when we pour the water on the burning material, so the temperature is also very important at the time of burning, right now. So when we pour the water on that burning material temperature decreases, goes down. So as a result of that, we can easily control the fire. And then the second one is prevent the supply of oxygen. When we pour the huge amount of water on that burning material, we can easily prevent the supply of oxygen. So hence we can easily prevent the supply of oxygen. Means what will happen? So automatically the fire become controls. Understand? No. So when we pour the water on the fire, so that will be very helpful to lowering of the temperature and as well as prevent the supply of oxygen. So by these two things, we can easily control the fire when we pour the water on the burning material. But some of the conditions are there here. For not all the fire accidents, the water is not a good manner to control the fire. Only the water is not a permanent solution to control the fire. In case of all the fire accidents, other fire accidents, it will be takes different kinds. Okay, so let us discuss the conditions. Okay, dear students, as we know that the water is a good fire controller in case of any wood material or paper material. The fire accident that will be takes place by using in case of the paper materials, we can easily use the water as a fire controller. Understand? No? But in case of the electrical equipments, in case of any short circuit that will be happen in your home. Okay, so how to control that? When we pour the water, what will happen? Dear students, don't do like that. Why? Because that water conducts electricity. When in case of any short circuit or electrical damages or electrical fire accidents that will be takes place in your home, don't pour the water on the electrical gadgets or electrical equipments. Why? Because water is also as a good conductor of electricity. That's why it also allows the electricity to pass itself, and as well as you also will be take a shock from the electric shocks. Understand? It also damages. Namgu kuda electric shock kodiyutte. That's why don't use the water at the time of electrical equipments fire accidents. Understand? No? And then one more thing, in case of oil fire accident that will be takes place in your home, on that time also don't use the water as a fire controller. Why? Because, my dear students, before going to this concept, I will ask one question now. Why the oil will be floats on the water? Why? Because the density of the oil is very less as compared to the water. That's why it will be flows on the water, right now? Yes. Here also the same phenomenon that will be takes place. In case of any fire accident that will be takes place because of the oil, so water cannot be used because water is heavier than the oil. Right now, water density is more, oil density is very less. So what happened when we pour the water on the oil surface? So again, the water will be sinks and comes down, and oil will be remains the same under fire, and it will be fire will be continuous. Understand? No? So which means in case of oil fire, the water cannot be used because water is heavier than the oil, and spraying on the oil, it will be sinks and the fire will be continuous. So like this, so these are all the conditions will be very not applied for the different kinds of the fire accidents. Only in case of the wood and the paper materials we can use water is a good fire controller. In case of electrical gadgets or electrical equipments fire accidents and oil fire accidents, we can't able to control the fire by using the water. Understand now? Then how to control this? Let us discuss now. Okay, dear children, one more very important method to control the fire, that is nothing but by using the carbon dioxide. How we can easily control the fire by using the carbon dioxide? Yes. So in the previously we have discussed by using the water. So electrical, in case of fire accidents like electrical equipments and oil fire accidents, we are not able to use the water as a fire controller. Right now. So then how we can easily control in case of electrical fire accidents or in case of oil fire accidents? Yes, by using the carbon dioxide. How we can easily control the fire by using the carbon dioxide? See, for fire involving electrical equipments or inflammable substances like petrol or any petroleum products, inflammable substances like petrol or petroleum any products like LPG, petrol, diesel, kerosene. So in case of fire accident that will be takes place, in case of petroleum products like petrol, diesel and then LPG and then some other electrical fire accidents, we will be using the carbon dioxide as a best method to prevent the fire. So how the carbon dioxide will be very helpful to prevent the fire? Dear children, the carbon dioxide is heavier than the oxygen. As we know that oil density is very less compared to the water, hence the oil will be floats on the water. Right now, same phenomenon that will be takes place in between the carbon dioxide and oxygen. When we apply the carbon dioxide, huge amount of carbon dioxide on the fire extinguisher or the fire burning area, see, carbon dioxide is heavier than the oxygen. So hence it covers the fire like a blanket. So when we release the huge amount of carbon dioxide, where the fire takes place or the fire accident will be takes place in that area, when we provide or release the huge amount of CO2, that is a carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is a heavier material as compared to the oxygen. It will be act as a blanket. So hence, if the carbon dioxide will be act as a blanket, means what will happen? The fire didn't get the sufficient amount of oxygen. Right now? Understand? Now in case of any fire accident that will be takes place here, okay, fire accident that will be held here in this point. So when we apply the CO2 level here, so when we pour the CO2 gas here, so what will happen? That CO2 gas will be formed as a separate and blanket layer on that. So this blanket layer will be prevents the further providing of the sufficient amount of oxygen to the fire. So hence automatically the fire become easily controlled. Understand, no? Yes. My dear students, in this session we have discussed about the previous, which means in the previous class whatever we have learned, there is a conditions and then the controlling of the fire. So in that we have discussed by using the water how we can easily control the fire, and as well as by using the carbon dioxide also how we can easily control the fire. So these are all the concepts that we have discussed in this session. Is there any clarifications or doubts regarding today's topic? You can drop a message or send a WhatsApp message and make a phone call. We are ready to clarify all your doubts. So once again, please stay home, stay healthy and maintain social distance when you are going out. Thank you. Jai Shri Gurudev.